Yes. Hello, CMA final students. So I hope you guys are doing well. So majority students might be in pressure or in some sort of tension right now. Why? Because technically speaking, they left with very few hours before facing their first final examination, which is none other than paper 13, corporate and economic laws. So months have been converted into weeks, weeks into days, days into hours finally. So what needs to be covered in last 72 hours definitely will add an additional advantage to your preparation. Why? Because a cherry on the top of the dessert is add definitely an additional attraction or additional beauty to that entire dessert. So the preparation which you have already done from all these months is one step, and what you are going to cover in last 72 hours is entirely different. So today, I'm not going to take much of your time. I'll try to keep this video as short as possible, around somewhere around 5 minutes, something else. So now in this video, I'm going to reveal a simple strategy where students will get 60 plus marks in 72 hours revisionary sessions. So if you follow this strategy, there are bright chances that you might get 60 plus marks if you revise this all revise the topics what I'm going to reveal in this video. So without any further delay, let's start our session on day one, that is tomorrow. Being today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow, what you need to cover? So predominantly students must cover Companies Act tomorrow. What? Companies Act. So, and one good news is there. I'm going to do a dedicated marathon video on Companies Act, and most probably by tonight in Shikara Tutorials YouTube channel, you are going to get that video in two parts, part one and part two. Why? Because yesterday we have done and uploaded MCQ video, and multiple students has asked for Companies Act revision. Some of few of students asked for directors and KMP revision, and some students asked for inquiry chapter, compromise arrangement amalgamation, so like that. So I decided to do a dedicated marathon video on Companies Act in two parts, and I have already prepared the material also. And students, you can get that material at free of cost from YouTube channels, YouTube videos description box, or Shikara Tutorials dedicated Telegram channel. We are going to upload in both the places. Okay. So without any further delay, so let's start our discussion on day one. Companies Act, directors, KMP, meetings, inspection, compromise arrangement amalgamation, accounts and audit, operational mismanagement, and dividends. So you are going to revise only Companies Act. And students, don't forget, day one is the ultimate workload day. So I am going to reduce the workload from on day two and day three. So day three, you hardly cover only one chapter. Okay, so do watch the video till end and let me know in the comment section whether this strategy is practically possible to implement or not. Okay, so on day one, what you are going to cover? Only Companies Act. On that Companies Act also, if you find any difficulty, you can watch my marathon video, which is going to be uploaded very soon. Okay, so this is tomorrow's schedule, tomorrow's preparation schedule. So where you are going to cover only Companies Act. Directors and KMP, meetings, inspection, compromise arrangement amalgamation, accounts and audit, operation and mismanagement, and dividends. We are done with day one. We'll be done with day one. Okay. On day two, that is Monday, we are going to cover three topics. Out of the two topics are quite small topics. So what are those topics? Namely, CG and CSR, corporate governance and corporate social responsibility, IBC and FEMA, solvency bankruptcy code, FEMA. So students, let me know day one workload and day two workload, which is shorter, which is lighter. Day two's workload is lighter than day one's workload. Okay, so day two, you are going to cover only three topics: CGCSR, IBC, and FEMA. Okay, you are going to revise. That's it. Okay. So I will try my level best to cover these chapters also in my marathon video. So being time is the ultimate limiting factor right now. So I can't promise, but Companies Act I can promise. Companies Act I'll definitely going to do that video in two parts, and I'm going to upload by tonight itself. But I'll try my level best to include these three chapters also in my marathon video. But I can't guarantee it at this point of time. Why? Because time is running out. Okay. So on day two, you are going to cover these three topics: CGCSR, IBC, FEMA. Okay. So day two's workload is lighter than day one's workload. Okay. On day three, you are going to cover only SEBI as new topic. That's it. You are going to cover and revise only SEBI, nothing other than that. On entire day three, you are going to cover a new topic which is nothing but SEBI. And the remaining time, you are going to just revise and revise and revise what are all the topics which you have covered from last 2 days, last 48 hours. Okay, so day three's workload is even lighter than day two. Do you guys agree with me? So day three's workload is very lighter, very shorter than day one and day two's workload. Okay, so day one you are going to cover Companies Act, day two CGCSR, IBC, FEMA. On Tuesday, you are just going to cover SEBI, and you are going to revise all the topics which you have covered in last 48 hours. In this way, definitely you are going to aim 60 plus marks from paper 13. Okay, so only simple funda is to don't pressurize your mind. If you maintain your cool, maintain your calmness, then definitely you are going to fetch additional marks by attempting additional questions. If you keep on pressurizing your mind, then you are going to spoil the exam. Why? Because pressure will make the things even worse. Okay, so try to maintain your composure and calmness to the extent possible. Why? Because in pressure, you are going to take worse decisions, and you are going to forget what you have studied earlier also. Okay, so I think 7 minutes. Wow. I try to keep this video around 5 minutes, but 7 plus minutes have been consumed. So this is the preparation strategy, and by tonight, I'm going to upload Companies Act dedicated marathon video in two parts. So if anyone wants to revise, then we can get into touch again through that video. Okay, right. All the very best, students. Rock.